My talk today is going to be about past, present, and future. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what do I mean by that. Let me spend a few words about myself first. You probably heard that I have a joint affiliation between Politecnico di Milano and the 6 Swedish ICT. That means that I split my time between Italy and Sweden, trying to spend the winter times in Italy and the summer times in Sweden. But it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes it's kind of suboptimal. But with this double affiliation, I have the luxury of getting the best of two very different worlds. On one hand, I'm at one of the top engineering technical universities in Europe, where I do teaching and research. On the other hand, I'm at a research institute in Sweden where a good fraction of the work is on embedded systems and what we call today the Internet of Things. At Politecnico di Milano, I'm leading a lab called Network and Embedded Software Lab, where the focus of the research is essentially to design, implement, and deploy embedded software for network devices, from the hardware up to the application layers. What I'm going to tell you during this talk is just one of the multiple research lines that are currently ongoing at the lab. If you're curious, you can check out nestlab.it, where you'll find more information on all other research activities at Nestlab. This talk, as I mentioned, is about past, present, and future. So let me start off by showing you where we are coming from, at least in my opinion. In this research field, as in many other research fields, most of the work originates from a long-term vision that somebody at some point conceived to push a field towards a new direction. And that vision, in our case, is the plausible reality that the people like Chris Piston in the early 2000s started to imagine. The vision of the smart dust, as they used to call it, systems of millions of smart devices spread in the environment, sensing from the real world and acting intelligently on it. Confronted with this long-term vision, we started to think about how to approximate that vision with currently available technology. So we started to build the early mode platforms. We started to look into how to program them, how to make them communicate reliably. In essence, we have been trying to understand what was possible and what was not possible with that long-term vision as a final goal with currently available technology.